Okay, so today we are going to do piecewise functions part 3. So we're actually going to graph piecewise functions because we know how to graph functions with domain restrictions because that's what we did in the previous lesson. So now we're going to graph, basically it's just two functions with domain restrictions put together, and that's what a piecewise function is. Okay, so first let's look at our first function. So let's draw our x and y table, and so we're going to look at our domain restriction. So it tells me that x is less than 0. So it gives me where I should start at 0. Okay, so I'm going to plug the 0 into this equation, x plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So 0, 2, it's going to be an open circle because it's just less than. Okay, so now I need to pick another x value because it only gives me a starting x value. So I need another x value that will make this domain restriction true, or the domain true. And so I'm just going to pick -1 because -1 I know is less than 0. So -1 plus 2 is +1 because I took this and I plugged it into this function. That's how I got +1. So -1, 1. So I'm going to connect the dots, and I know that my equation is going to go like this, and since x is less than 0, it's going to be all of these x values that are less than 0. So I'm just going to continue drawing the line out until I can't draw it any further, and there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing for my next function. Okay, it gives me a starting x value of 0. So I'm going to plug this value into my equation, 0. So this just says 4, so it's just going to be 4. Okay? So now I need to pick another x value because I need at least 2 points to finish graphing my line. So what x value is greater than or equal to 0? I'm just going to randomly pick, I'm just going to pick 5 now. Okay, you can pick any number you want. So if I plug 5 into this equation, it just says 4, so it's just 4. Okay, so now I'm going to graph my points, 0, 4, 0, 4, and it's a closed dot because it is greater than or equal to 0, so that means it can equal 0, so that means it's included. And then my next point is 5, 4, which is right here. And then x is greater than 0, so I'm going to connect the dots. So I'm going to start with my first x value and then keep connecting them until I can't go, until I'm off the graph, okay? And that's it. Not too hard. So now I'm going to do it for number 2. So if you notice, there's 1, 2, 3 different pieces, so I have to graph all 3 pieces, okay? It's the same exact process as this one. So let's first look at our first function, and let's draw our table. So it gives me a first x value of -3. So that's the x value that I'm going to use. I'm going to plug -3 into this equation, x plus 4. So that's -3 plus 4, which is +1. So my first dot is -3, +1. Okay, what kind of dot is it going to be? This is just less than. So it's an open dot. Okay, now I'm going to pick another x value that makes this statement true, and I'm just going to pick -8. Okay, this second x value can be anything you want. That is less than -3. So as long as it makes this statement true, I don't really care what your second point is. So -8, because that's x plus 4, so -8 plus 4 is -4. So -8, 1, 2, 3, -4. So there is my second dot. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first x value of -3, and then I'm going to connect it to the x value of -8, and then I'm just going to keep going until it goes off the page, like that. Okay, now let's graph the second function. Here's my domain restriction. Here's my function. Okay, so this time my domain restriction gives me 2 different numbers. It gives me a -3 because that's where my x value is going to start, and then it goes all the way to +1. That's the biggest x value that I could have. So I'm going to use those 2 numbers since they're already given to me. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. So let's plug -3 into this equation. So I have a negative x, so -3 minus 1. So a negative and a negative makes that a positive 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Let's do it again. So this is a negative x minus 1. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. So negative 3, positive 2, close dot, 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2, and that's an open dot. Open dot. Okay, connect the dots. It's an open dot because this is just less than. There's no line, so there's no, it's not included. Okay, last one, last but not least, x comma y. It gives me my starting x value of positive 1. So let's go ahead and plug that into my function, 2x minus 1. So I have 2, 1, minus 1. So that's 2 minus 1, which is 1. So 1 comma 1. And it is closed because it is greater than or equal to. Okay? So now let's pick another point that makes this statement true. And let's just say, let's try 5. You could pick any number that's greater than 1. I just picked 5, which is random. So 2 times 5 minus 1, that's 10 minus 1, which is 9. So 5 comma 9, and then we're going to connect them. And then since x is greater than 1, I'm going to put an arrow at the end because it's greater than, and it keeps going on forever and ever and ever. Okay, this point is just to help me figure out where the rest of my line is going to be drawn. That's it. Okay, so hopefully that was not too hard.